Today, we are going to unlock a forgotten manual for self-discovery. We're about to explore a super systematic approach to astrology from way back in 1899 that honestly offers a refreshingly clear way to understand our own personal blueprint. So let's just dive right in. You've probably heard ideas kind of like this before, right? That your zodiac sign has a special color, or that another sign can help you find balance. It's a beautiful concept, this idea that there are cosmic sympathies that can guide our lives. But have you ever stopped to wonder where these connections actually come from? Is it all just intuition, or is there a real framework underneath it all? Well, what if I told you there's a lost manual, a key that lays out a complete system for understanding not just your sun sign, but your entire cosmic makeup? That Key is a book from 1899 by a man named Holmes W. Merton, and it's called Heliocentric Astrology. It presents this method that's been largely forgotten, one that promises a way to figure out the mental and physical forces that dominate our very nature. So here's how we're going to walk through Merton's system. First, we'll see what makes his 1899 approach so different. Then we'll break down the three cosmic forces he believes shape every single one of us. After that, I'm going to show you exactly how to chart your own personal blueprint. And finally, we'll explore what that blueprint can actually reveal about you. All right, let's start with the big idea. Merton's system was pretty revolutionary because it fundamentally changed the whole perspective, putting the sun right back where it belongs, directly in the center. Now, most astrology that you and I are familiar with is geocentric. It's all calculated from our point of view here on Earth. But Merton argued for a heliocentric view, which, actually aligns with modern astronomy. It puts the sun at the center and completely reorients our relationship to all those cosmic forces from that solar perspective. And here's the logic behind Merton's big shift. He points out that the sun's mass is, get this, over 314,000 times that of the Earth. His argument was pretty simple. Shouldn't this massive gravitational and energetic force be the dominant factor in our astrology? It's a really compelling point when you think about it, isn't it? So how does this solar perspective actually build into a practical system? Well, Merton didn't just change the center point. He defined three fundamental energies or forces that he believed are the basic building blocks of every individual's nature. He called these the three grand divisions of life. As you can see, the formal force is all about your intellect, which leads to wisdom. The static force governs your affections, resulting in love. And the dynamic force governs your drive, which results in will. Thinking about ourselves this way, as a blend of wisdom, love, and will, is such a powerful and holistic model for understanding who we are. And here's the really crucial point. In Merton's system, the 12 zodiac signs aren't just personality types. They are symbols for 12 specific mental functions that come from those three core forces. So this shifts the focus from the body to the brain as the true source of our natural talents. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually use it? This is where the manual becomes a practical tool. Let's get into the really exciting part. A step-by-step guide to charting your own blueprint, taken directly from the book. The process, which Merton calls a delineation, is surprisingly straightforward. First, you find your sun sign, and that gets you your starting page numbers. Second, you use the tables in the back of the book, they're called an ephemeris, to find the positions of the planets on your birthday. And third, you just compile that list of page numbers to create your full reading. Simple as that. To make this crystal clear, let's walk through the exact example Merton gives us in the book, a person born on April 5th, 1860. This will show you precisely how the system works, piece by piece. Okay, step 1. Using a diagram right there in the book, we see that April 5th falls under Aries. The diagram immediately points us to two key pages. Page 38 for the description of that sign's core force, and page 45 for its harmonies, or what he calls chords and colors. Now for step 2, we turn to those ephemeris tables for the year 1860. We find April 5th, and we just read across the row. The tables tell us the moon was in Libra, Mars was in Scorpio, and Venus was in Gemini. And each one of those positions points to another page number to add to our growing list. And here is what you end up with. A simple table just like this one. It's basically a list of all the planetary influences on your birthday and their specific page numbers in the book. This becomes your unique reference guide, your personal blueprint, all laid out and ready to be read. So you've got your list of page numbers. What's next? Well, this final section is all about interpretation, understanding what this blueprint truly represents and how you can use it to create a holistic profile of yourself. And this is really the magic of the whole system. It's not about being just in Aries. It's about being in Aries with the moon's influence in Libra and Mars's in Scorpio. You read the description on each and every one of those pages and you synthesize them. It's the unique combination of these forces that creates a nuanced, complete picture of your dominant aptitudes. Merton himself defines the purpose right there in the preface. He calls this a method for determining your primary fund of forces, that intellectual, affectional, and volitional energy we talked about, and how they result in the unique mental talents that really shape who you are. And he did not see this as just some trivial pursuit. For Merton, this system was literally a key to your destiny, your career, and even to finding harmony in your relationships and home life. He truly saw it as a profound tool for navigating life. Which, of course, brings us back to you. By shifting the perspective to the sun, this lost manual offers a structured, logical, and deeply personal way to map your own inner world. And it leaves us with a really fascinating question. What might a sun-centered look at your chart reveal about you?